Hello, and thank you for stopping by. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. If you are not a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button so you can be notified when new videos arrive. Question: Appropriation. What is it and how is it used? And why are people starting to think of it as a bad thing? I want to start by asking about taking one's identity from somebody else's identity and considering it yours. What I mean is that if you associate yourself as something and you honestly believe that that's what you're meant to be, why is that wrong? Some people are up in arms over it. Now, we're living in a culture of cancel, which means that we're starting to do away with our past and act like it's not to be spoken of, and that by simply not speaking of it, it will simply just go away, which is not true, because we cannot get away from our past. We can do what we can to make sure that our past is not repeated, and past that is horrible, we can make sure that we don't glorify in that past. For some, yes, I understand, for them it is glorious. There are some people from the South that believe in the rebelness and the southernness of their past and their history, and for them it's glorious to them. They are proud of that. They don't think of how it's harmful to other people, just as I'm sure that there are things that the South is upset about that other people do that they wish the other people wouldn't do. I hope that made sense. But what I want to get at is gender appropriation, culture appropriation, music appropriation. That all kind of follows, that all kind of goes under the same umbrella. And the reason I say that is because recently Bruno Mars was accused of music appropriation. How he took, I guess, R&B, black music, and embraced it like it was his own music. And I can kind of understand what they're saying. I can kind of get that. I mean, I felt the same way listening to Eminem appropriating rap music. Nobody came down on him for that. Nobody accused him of appropriating black music into his music. He didn't actually just incorporate rap into his music. He is a rapper. That's what he does. He's white and he raps. Nobody come down on him for that. And other people have done the same thing. Vanilla Ice, he started rapping, white guy, in black music. A lot of people say, well, I don't understand why that would be that way, but rap was created largely by the black community, the Latino community, and the Caribbean community in the Bronx in the mid-70s. Now, I'm sure there's other countries out there or other people out there that rap. Africans probably do a form of rap when they tell stories in a musical way, vocalizing what they're saying. I'm not going to get into all of that. My point being is that everybody appropriates something from somebody else. They do it in story, they do it in acting style, they do it in music, but people want to come down on things that make them uncomfortable, such as Bruno Mars appropriating his musical style and making it into, taking something that was this one and making it into that one. Now, the reason I'm bringing all this up is because there is a woman named Rachel Dolezal, and Rachel Dolezal, Dolezal, Rachel Dolezal. A couple of years back, she associated as black. She was the head of the NAACP. She had white parents, but she associated as black. And they outed her for that. They said, no, it's not possible that you could be black although you have white parents and you lived as a black woman. You're not black, therefore you cannot live as a black woman. Okay, well, President Obama had a white mother, was raised by his white grandparents and a white family and a white community, but he associates as black. Even though he has a white mother, he has a black father, he associated as black. Now, nobody got up in arms over that. Nobody accused him of appropriating the black community because he was part black. If Obama had been raised white and he would have considered himself to be white, there would have been people all over the map upset with him. No, you're not white, you're black. Well, he's half white, so what if he would have associated himself as white? What if he would have believed deep down, regardless of his color, that he was white? That's all he knew, was white. So, supposing that had happened, how many people would have got upset about it? Now, you have gender appropriation. Nobody talks about that. And the reason I say this is because you have boys who are born a boy, but are raised as a boy, but as they get older, they associate as a girl. They believe deep down they were meant to be a girl, so they become a girl. They live their life as a woman. They live their life as a woman, and some go so far as to get operations to make themselves into a woman. Nobody comes down on that. It's okay to come down on somebody for appropriating somebody else's music. It's okay for somebody to, it's okay for people to come down on those that appropriate one's culture, such as in New Orleans, Mardi Gras, the Indians, or the people that call themselves Indians down there, appropriating Indian culture, which I'm half native. My birth dad was Navajo Indian. I don't know my dad very well at all. I was raised by a set of parents in an adoption, and that's all that I know. But I do know that my birth parents are native, and that these group of Mardi Gras have called themselves Indian, and they have appropriated the dress and the look, but they have created their own style within that style. So is that necessarily wrong? Is it wrong to adopt somebody's style? Well, they say it is. And the reason they say it is because cultural appropriation means an unacknowledged or inappropriate adoption of the customs, practices, ideas, etc. of one people or society of members by members of another, and typically more dominant people or society. So black people can appropriate Native American culture. White people cannot appropriate black culture because white people were considered the dominant race, and therefore it is wrong. If you are the lesser race, it's okay to appropriate, but if you're the dominant culture, you can't because it's considered wrong. Okay. Like saying his dreadlocks were widely criticized as another example of cultural appropriation. Now, wearing dreadlocks is a hairstyle. I kind of think it's stupid, but I'm white, or raised white. I'm half native, half Israeli. But I was raised white, so I guess, therefore, I am stupid And I have no reason to say anything about this, but I am saying something because it is, to me, it is a very stupid thing. Now, are people wearing dreadlocks because they want to make fun of people that wear dreadlocks? Are they making fun of the black community or the black culture? Or are they wearing dreadlocks because they look really cool? And they do. If they're natural, they look very cool. Dreadlocks are very much a ethnic native, ethnic black American. They're very much a oh God, I can't think of the guy's name. Bob Marley. Yes, they're very much a Bob Marley thing, and from the country he comes from, they are very much that. And I don't understand why people would get upset with that. Now, are you doing it because it's making fun of that culture? Or are you doing it because you think it's cool and you just like wearing dreadlocks? Now, there is some people that have worn them that should not because it just doesn't look good on them. That's my take on it. So, what do you think? Cultural appropriation, gender appropriation, music appropriation. How do you see that? Do you see it as something that is wrong? Do you see it as something that maybe should be done away with? I don't understand exactly, so I'm asking you what you think. If you have an idea about this, if you have anything to weigh in on, as long as it's not totally stupid and inappropriate, if you're just trying to jerk people around or jack off on my channel, please don't do that. If you are wanting to say something that's important or you have something to add, put it in a comment below, right down there in that comment section. If you would like to give my videos a thumbs up and a like, please hit that like and thumbs up. Also, if you want to subscribe to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit the notification button. So that way you can be notified when new videos arrive. My viewership is very small. My subscribers are very small, but I am very grateful for every one of you. And you know who you are, and you are greatly appreciated. And if I could send you a Christmas card with $100 in it, I would do that to every one of my subscribers on a yearly basis. I can't do that though, but I would like to if I could. So I'm going to let you go on this note. Remember, make tomorrow better than yesterday by doing the very best we can today. Have a good afternoon, America, and all points beyond.